लास्ट लेक्चर में हमने ऐसा कुछ ये वाला कुछ क्वेश्चन देखा टू कैलकुलेट द टोटल नंबर ऑफ structural isomers of C4H10O, right? In order to calculate total number of structural isomers, what we need to do is, first of all, we need to see what are the functional groups that can be formed with this particular formula C4H10O. The functional isomers which we can have are alcohol as well as ether. उसके बाद उनके अंदर you need to calculate the total number of chain isomers and positional isomers. Okay, what is the method we used? Remove the oxygen and ये जो particular alkane है उसका सारे chain isomers form करो. Whenever you are adding OH on the carbon, you will be getting alcohol. Whenever you are inserting oxygen between two carbons, you will be getting ether. Okay, so alcohols और ethers दोनों separate करके segregate करके chain isomers इसमें भी draw किया हमने, इसमें भी draw किया. उसके बाद we try to make the alcohol by placing OH on the unique carbons. You need to identify all unique carbons. This carbon is similar to that of this carbon. Agreed? Left to right numbering से ये first हुआ तो right to left numbering से ये वाला first carbon होगा. Please try to understand how to identify unique carbons. This carbon is also unique carbon. ये वाला और ये वाला एक जैसा हो गया. So यहाँ पे आपको इस particular structure से you will be forming only two types of alcohols. इस वाले structure में this carbon is similar to that of these two carbons. So if I am counting this carbon, no need to count these two carbons. Agreed? And ये जो carbon है ये भी अलग है. So total you are having 4 unique carbons. So you will be forming 4 alcohols. इस वाले structure में आपको you need to insert oxygen between two carbons. So ये वाला एक structure होगा और यहाँ पे एक structure होगा. This particular position is similar to that of this position. Agreed? इसके और इसके में कुछ difference नहीं है. So you will be having only 2 ethers from this particular form. इस form से all these 3 bonds are equivalents. सब एक जैसा ही है. So ये वाला जो है और ये वाला जो है same ही है. Clear है? Okay. ठीक है. Okay. उसके बाद हमने ये क्वेश्चन किया है कैलकुलेट द नंबर ऑफ स्ट्रक्चरल आइसोमर्स ऑफ C4H12O. यू कैन यूज द सेम मेथड और एल्स आपको और एक मेथड भी समझाया मैंने where you will be removing the oxygen and you will be adding a carbon. After addition of carbon, what you will do, you will try to form, after addition of carbon, you will try to form all possible chain isomers. So यहाँ पे if I am replacing oxygen by carbon, you are getting the formula as C5H12. With this particular formula, you can form these 3 chain isomers. As you are replacing oxygen by carbon, बाद में क्या करना है? You need to replace the carbon by oxygen to get the alcohol. If I am replacing all unique 1 degree carbons, if I am replacing all unique 1 degree carbons, I will be getting alcohols. If I am replacing a 2 degree carbon with an oxygen, you will be getting an ether. Agreed? So look for all unique 1 degree carbons and 2 degree carbons. ये जो particular carbon है, ये और ये एक जैसा ही हुआ. So I am selecting only one among them. यहाँ पे this carbon is different क्योंकि इस carbon पे immediate carbon के ऊपर substituent है. इसके comparison में एक carbon छोड़ के carbon के ऊपर substituent है. So these two are not the same carbons. These are unique. So ये एक हुआ, ये एक हुआ. This is also 1 degree. So the total number of 1 degree unique carbons are nothing but the total number of alcohols that can be formed. 2 degree carbons, the total number of unique 2 degree carbons are nothing but the total number of ethers that can be formed. Agreed? Okay? Okay. उसके बाद C5H12O में भी आप लोग ने कैलकुलेट कर लिया है. You just need to know how to identify the unique 1 degree carbons as well as 2 degree carbons. I hope this is clear. ये मेथड हमने इसलिए पढ़ा है in order to solve the total number of amines. If you have amines, you have 3 different types of amines: 1 degree amine, 2 degree amine, 3 degree amine. What is meant by 1 degree amine? In which the nitrogen is attached to only one alkyl group. 2 degree amine matlab it is attached to 2 alkyl groups. 3 degree amine matlab it is attached to 3 alkyl groups. In order to calculate the number of 1 degree amines, the number of 1 degree amines are nothing but the number of unique 1 degree carbons. आपको फिर से क्या करना है, you need to replace the nitrogen by carbon and you need to form the nearest alkane. उस nearest alkane में, in this particular nearest alkane, if you are forming all chain isomers, the number of unique 1 degree carbons are nothing but 1 degree amines. The number of unique 2 degree carbons are nothing but 2 degree amines. The number of unique 3 degree, यहाँ पे 3 degree भी आपको consider करना पड़ेगा in order to get the 3 degree amine. Agreed? By replacing this carbon with nitrogen, I will be getting a 3 degree amine. Agreed? Okay. उसके बाद आपको और एक क्वेश्चन दिया है. I hope आप लोग को ये क्वेश्चन में कुछ डाउट नहीं है. अगर किसी को कुछ डाउट है तो अभी बताओ, or else we will go to counting number of esters and carboxylic acids. Okay. Counting number of carboxylic acids and esters. आपको कल होमवर्क दिया था to get the total number of isomers of C4H8O2. कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड्स और एस्टर्स का कितना आया है?
8 and 6.
सॉरी,
8 and 6.
8 and 6. 8 कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड्स एंड 6 एस्टर्स. बहुत ज्यादा हुआ है ये. अभी इस केस में हम करेंगे क्या, रिमूव द COO जैसा हटा दो, रिमूव CO2. If I am removing CO2, you are having 3 carbons, carbon, carbon, carbon. If I am attaching that COO on the carbon, I will be getting carboxylic acid. मतलब C double bond OH. This is the carboxylic acid. First carbon के ऊपर attach किया. If I am attaching the COO on the second carbon, C double bond OH. This is the second variation of carboxylic acid. Agreed? Okay. In order to get the ester, what I need to do is, ester is R C double bond O R dash na. What I have to do is, I need to insert this C double bond O between 2 carbons. Agreed? तब हमको ester मिलेगा, है कि नहीं? यहाँ पे देखना. Okay. If I want to get ester, C, यहाँ पे I am inserting the C double bond O between these 2 carbons. ये वाला I am inserting that C double bond O between these 2 carbons. C double bond O.
Oh yeah.
Okay. This is nothing but an ester. Whenever I am inserting this, this is not a symmetrical one. So उसका उल्टा भी insert कर सकते हो. उल्टा का मतलब क्या है? C है, यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन, C double bond O, C bond C. Agreed? Rather than inserting that as C double bond O, I am inserting that as O C double bond O. ये दोनों अलग है. समझ में आया? ओके. वो C double bond O को यहाँ पे इंसर्ट करो या यहाँ पे इंसर्ट करो, क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? Will that make any difference? No, right? Okay. और एक बात ऑब्जर्व करना, यहाँ पे rather than having this as C double bond O, if I write that as O C double bond OH, यहाँ पे कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड रहा, यहाँ पे क्या हो गया? It has changed to ester. This is an ester. This is not a carboxylic acid now. In case of esters, ये जो R है, this R can be an alkyl group or that R can be a hydrogen. It can be anything. It can be an alkyl group or it can be a hydrogen. Clear है? Is this clear? Okay. Similarly, if I am attaching COH here, I can also attach that as O C double bond OH. समझ में आया? Rather than attaching that as C double bond O, I'm attaching that as O C double bond H. So this led to the formation of ester. This is an ester. This is also an ester. This is a carboxylic acid. This is also a carboxylic acid. And these two are again esters. Ester and an ester. So observation kya hai? If I am attaching the COO part on the carbon, I will get one carboxylic acid and one ester. If I am attaching that as COO, I will be getting carboxylic acid. If I am attaching that as OC double bond O, I will be getting an ester. यहाँ पे भी देखो, attachment of COO on the carbon will lead to an acid. If I am attaching that as OC double bond O, I am getting an ester. By inserting CO2 between two carbons, I can form two different types of esters. That is based on the arrangement. C double bond O जैसा arrange किया तो एक ester मिला, उसका उल्टा opposite किया तो I am getting another ester. So what is the final logic? The final logic is आपको करना क्या है? Remove CO2 from the molecule. After removing CO2, you are having only 3 carbons. Whenever I am attaching CO2 on the carbon, it is resulting in the formation of one carboxylic acid and one ester. Agreed? You can have CO2 on this carbon. This is also unique carbon. ये भी एक unique carbon है. So if I am attaching on this, again I will get one carboxylic acid, one ester. If I am placing the CO2 between two carbons, in that case I am getting two esters. So total कितना हो गया? 2 carboxylic acids and 4 esters. The answer is only 6. You are having in total 2 acids and 4 esters. यहाँ पे logic समझो. In order to calculate carboxylic acid, what I am doing? First I am removing the CO2. I am drawing the chain isomers. जो भी CO2 हटाया मैंने, I need to keep that CO2 back, right? If I am putting that CO2 on the carbon, it will result in the formation of a carboxylic acid and an ester, depending upon the position or depending upon the way you are placing this particular CO2. If you are keeping that as C double bond O, you will get a carboxylic acid. If you are putting that as OC double bond O, you are getting an ester. Agreed? So placement of CO2 group on the carbon will result in the formation of one carboxylic acid, one ester. I hope this is clear. Placement of CO2 between two carbons. दो carbons के बीच में insert कर रहे तो you can insert that as CO2 or you can insert that as OC double bond O. So based on that, you are getting two different forms of esters. Is this clear? एक बार ये समझना. Try to calculate. Try to calculate the number of esters for C5H10O2. C5H10O2. Understand this? यहाँ पे कैसे calculate किया है? Please try to solve for C5H10O2.
Sir, 6 is 10 2 carboxylic acid.
6 ester 2 carboxylic acid. एक मिनट. हाँ, Not the right answer. Once again, cross check. C5H10O2. Not the right answer. Please cross check. सबसे पहले करना क्या है आपको? रिमूव CO2. सो आपको कितना कार्बन बचेगा? 4 कार्बन बचेगा. 4 कार्बन से यही बनेगा. Now, whenever I'm placing CO2 on the carbon, what is happening? I'm getting a carboxylic acid as well as ester. Similarly, यहाँ पे भी carboxylic acid और एक ester.
Sir, 3 carboxylic acid or 5 esters.
3 carboxylic acid and 5 ester. That is also not the right answer.
Sir, 4, 6.
4, 6, 4 acids are right, but the esters are wrong. यहाँ पे देखो, this carbon and this carbon are alike. This carbon and this carbon are alike. Okay, so placing CO2 on the carbon, वो वाला part हो गया. यहाँ पे देखो, attachment of CO2 result in formation of 1 carboxylic acid, 1 ester. Agreed? This is also a unique carbon. 1 carboxylic acid, 1 ester. Agreed? Okay. Now what you need to do? You need to see for the esters. Esters can be formed by placing CO2 between 2 carbons. So यहाँ पे आपको 2 esters मिलेगा. यहाँ पे if I am placing CO2, again you will get 2 esters. Everyone, if I am placing CO2 between these two, you will get 2 esters. है कि नहीं? आया ना? बताओ कुछ तो. यहाँ पे 2 esters नहीं मिलेगा, एक ही ester मिलेगा. क्यों है बताता हूँ. All these points are equivalent. ये एक जैसा ही है. So if I am placing CO2 here, I will get again 2 esters. इस केस में मैं एक ही ester मार्क किया. The reason is it is symmetrical. आप CO को इस तरीके से पुट करो या उल्टा पुट करो, what difference will it make? दोनों सेम ही है ना. By inserting CO2 here, you can insert that as C double bond O or reverse O C double bond O. कैसे भी इंसर्ट करो आप लोग को सेम ही तो मिल रहा है, समझ में आया? So by placement of CO2 between two carbons, you will be having, in this case, you will be having only one ester. Total esters कितना हो गया? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 esters है. Total carboxylic acids कितना है? 4. Agreed? Are you concentrating?
सर फिर से
I think you are not concentrating. आपको इतना ही करना है. By placing a COH, by placing a CO2 group on the carbon. यहाँ पे क्या समझा हमने? जब भी CO2 को कार्बन के ऊपर, पहले 3 कार्बन लिया ना, जब भी CO2 को कार्बन के ऊपर प्लेस कर रहा हूं तो आई एम गेटिंग ए कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड. इसी का उल्टा मतलब OC डबल बॉन्ड जैसा प्लेस किया था, आई एम गेटिंग एन एस्टर. सिमिलरली यहाँ पे भी कार्बन के ऊपर COH प्लेस करने से, if I'm placing that as C double bond O, I'm getting an acid. उल्टा OC double bond O से कर रहा हूँ तो I'm getting an ester. So the by placement of CO2 on the carbons resulting in the formation of one acid and one ester. Placement of or inserting CO2 between two carbons, I'm getting two types of esters. क्योंकि इसमें CO2 जैसा इंसर्ट किया, इसमें OCO जैसा इंसर्ट किया. C double bond O, यहाँ पे OC double bond O. Are these two different compounds? समझ में आ रहे ना? So you are getting two esters here. So on the carbon, one carbon carboxylic acid, one ester. On the carbon, one carboxylic acid, one ester. Between two carbons, two esters. यहाँ पे भी वही कर रहा हूँ. CO2 हटा दिया पहले. CO2 हटा दिया पहले. Then I need to place that CO2. If I am placing on the carbon, one carboxylic acid ester. On the carbon, one carboxylic acid ester. यहाँ पे यूनिक कार्बन्स को ही देखना है आपको. On the carbon, one carboxylic acid ester. On the carbon, one carboxylic acid ester. Okay. Between two carbons, two esters. Between two carbons, expected is two esters. But ये symmetrical हो गया ना. CO2 ऐसा पुट करो या ऐसा पुट करो, क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? दोनों सेम ही कंपाउंड है, इसलिए वन एस्टर ही कैलकुलेट कर रहा हूँ. यहाँ पे सिमेट्रिकल नहीं है, सो टू एस्टर्स. सो टोटल कितना हो गया? 4 एसिड्स. एस्टर्स कितना है?
9 ester.
इज दिस क्लियर? या और एक एग्जांपल करना है? और एक एग्जांपल कर लेते हैं. सल्फर C6 H12O2. Try to get the right answer. C6 H12O2.
So 7 acid, 11 esters.
7 carbo.
7 acids in 11 esters. एक बार चेक कर लेते हैं. आपको पहले you need to form the chain isomers of C5H12. एक हुआ, 4 कार्बन का ये एक रहेगा, 3 कार्बन का आपको agreed. By placing on the carbon 1 carboxylic acid, 1 ester. Okay, this is also unique carbon, 1 carboxylic acid, 1 ester. This is also a unique carbon, 1 carboxylic acid, 1 ester. Okay, अभी ये वाला कार्बन एक जैसा हो गया, एक कार्बन एक जैसा हो गया. नेक्स्ट यहाँ पे again 1 carboxylic acid, 1 ester. This is also a unique carbon, 1 carboxylic acid, 1 ester. This is also unique carboxylic acid, 1 ester. This is also unique 1 carboxylic acid, 1 ester. Any doubt, anyone?
So that last one will also be unique.
Last one is also unique, right? ये जो है, this is not similar to any of the carbons. This carbon इसके immediate में एक कार्बन, ये जो कार्बन है immediate में और एक कार्बन इसके ऊपर मिथाइल ग्रुप आ गया ना. So this and this are different. This and this are same. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So यहाँ पे फिर से you have
एक
this only यही है, 1 carboxylic acid, 1 ester. Okay? Separately draw करते हैं in order to calculate.
सर बीच
only the
में
ester. Sorry?
लास्ट
बीच-
में बीच वाला भी है.
बीच वाला कार्बन जो है ऑलरेडी वो 4 बॉन्ड्स बना रहे. देखो, you cannot attach one more group on that. Agreed?
यस
Okay, so इतना ही काउंट करना है. ये 4 सेम है. Okay. Okay. Now I need to इन दोनों के बीच में लगाया तो 2 esters. Agreed? इन दो के बीच में लगाया तो again 2 esters because it is not symmetrical. This position is equivalent to this position. This position is equivalent to this position. Agreed? Clear है सभी लोग को? Okay, very good. यहाँ पे 2 esters. This position and this position एक जैसा ही है. यहाँ पे again 2 esters. यहाँ पे again 2 esters. Any doubt? ये की पोजीशन है 2 esters. टोटल esters कितना हो गया? 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 2 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 esters. Carboxylic acids are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 carboxylic acids, 20 esters. Answer 8 acids, 20 esters. आया समझ में? स्टेप बाय स्टेप जाओ, समझ में आ जाएगा. ओके, क्लियर है? ओके,
Yes, sir.
नेक्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट मेटामेरिज्म. स्टार्टिंग में हमने क्लासिफिकेशन में लिखा था स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ पोजिशनल आइसोमेरिज्म इज नथिंग बट मेटामेरिज्म. See the definition. It is a special type of positional isomerism. It is observed due to the presence of different alkyl groups attached to the same polyvalent functional group or atom. First of all, understand what is meant by polyvalent functional group. Polyvalent functional group का मतलब क्या होगा? The group which can have more than one substituent. मतलब ये जो C double bond है, left में भी आपको you can form an alkyl group, on the right hand side also you have an alkyl group, or else these groups will be present at the center. This is called as polyvalent functional group. The functional group which can form more than one bond. If I am taking CHO, CHO is monovalent functional group because it can form only one bond, na? C double bond जो है कीटोन जो है it is a polyvalent functional group. Can you tell me few more examples? I can take the example of ether. ये हो गया कीटोन. Ketone is a polyvalent functional group. Ether is also a polyvalent functional group. और कुछ? I can take ester. R C double bond O. Agreed? I can take a 2-degree amine, or I can take a 3-degree amine. What is this? This is an ester. This is a 2-degree amine because it can attach to 2 different alkyl groups. This is a 3-degree amine. Once read the definition again. एक मिनट. Yeah, read the definition. It is observed due to the presence of different alkyl groups attached to the same polyvalent functional group or atom. मतलब क्या है? Suppose if I take example of an ether, C bond C, bond O, bond C, bond C. दूसरा कार्बन O. Observe both the formulas are same. यहाँ पे भी 4 कार्बन है, यहाँ पे भी 4 कार्बन है, एक ऑक्सीजन. The formula is same, but the groups attached to the polyvalent functional group are different. यहाँ पे दोनों ethyl groups है, यहाँ पे एक methyl और एक propyl group है. You can also say this C bond O, ये वाला. These 3 among them they are called as metamers. Okay, this is a special type of positional isomerism. I cannot identify this as position isomer, usual position isomer. It is a special type of positional isomerism. This arises if and only if you have polyvalent functional group. Similarly, you can also take carbon C double bond O, C bond C, एक ले सकते हो. These two. क्लियर है? यहाँ पे अल्काइल ग्रुप, यहाँ पे अल्काइल ग्रुप, ये वाला अल्काइल ग्रुप, ये वाला अल्काइल ग्रुप डिफरेंट है. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. ओके, क्वेश्चन है आपको. Are these two metamers?
No, sir.
Why not? What are they then?
वो second वाला monovalent हुआ.
सेकंड वाला मोनोवैलेंट कहाँ हुआ? दिस इज C डबल बॉन्ड O. C डबल बॉन्ड O. इस साइड एक, इस साइड एक. C डबल बॉन्ड O. इस साइड एक, इस साइड एक.
हाँ sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
They are metamers? No, they are not metamers. They are not metamers. These are functional isomers. Observe, पहला वाला कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड है, ये एसिड है COOH. दूसरा वाला एस्टर है. This is an ester. This is a carboxylic acid. Esters and carboxylic acids are functional isomers. They are not metamers. In case of metamers, the functional group must be the same. यहाँ पे भी आपको ether है, यहाँ पे भी ether है. Ketone है, ketone है. The only difference is in the alkyl groups. यहाँ पे आपको functional group ही change हो गया. ये acid है, ये ester है. Okay? Clear है? Okay. इनके ऊपर whenever we solve the material, तब और questions आपको दिखेगा. Metamerism is very important. Very important. in your entrance exams. So usually they will be giving you two compounds and they will ask you to identify the relation among them. Most of the times the answer is metamers. क्योंकि chain isomers आसान है, functional isomerism आसान है, positional isomerism भी आसान है, normal positional isomerism. This is a special case of positional isomerism, and if in the options if you see positional साथ में metamerism दोनों दिखा तो mark only metamerism, don't mark positional. Okay, ठीक है. Next, tautomerism. Please read the definition. Please read the definition. It is a special form of functional isomerism in which a substance exists in two readily interconvertible structures, and these forms are in dynamic equilibrium with each other. The interconvertible structures are called as tautomers, and the chemical reaction by which they interconvert is called as tautomerism. We will understand about tautomerism in later chapters. वो जो chemical, जिस chemical reaction के वजह से वो होगा, we will be understanding that later. It may be acid or base catalyzed. The necessary and sufficient condition for a compound to show tautomerism are presence of alpha H, and the alpha H must be present on sp3 hybridized atom. सबसे पहले ये necessary and sufficient condition को देखो. If I take CH2, C double bond O bond CH3. इस particular molecule में please see if these conditions are satisfied or not. In order to have tautomerism, what are the necessary and sufficient conditions? You need to have an alpha hydrogen, and that particular alpha hydrogen must be present on sp3 hybridized atom. ये जो particular carbon है, this is nothing but a functional group. Functional group से attached carbon, that is nothing but the alpha carbon. उसके ऊपर जो भी hydrogens है, those are nothing but alpha hydrogens. See the hybridization of this carbon. Tell me the hybridization.
sp3.
sp3. So this particular alpha carbon is present on sp3 hybridized atom. So this molecule can have tautomerism. Tautomerism में होता क्या है? It is a special form of functional isomerism in which a substance exists in two interconvertible forms. You will be having two different forms, and both the forms will be in equilibrium. दूसरा form, इसका दूसरा form कैसे लिख सकता हूँ? I am saying that both the forms are in equilibrium. We know that this particular hydrogen, everyone concentrate. We know that this hydrogen participates in hyperconjugation with this C double bond O. If it participates in hyperconjugation, this C bond H becomes partial. If the bond becomes partial, can I remove this H positive? Everyone, if I'm removing this H positive, यहाँ पे मैं ये बाद में erase करने वाला हूँ. What I will get is CH2 minus C double bond O CH3. इसका resonating structure draw किया तो you will get CH2 double bond C bond O minus bond CH3. यहाँ पे जो भी H positive हटाया आप लोग, give that H positive here. What you will get? You will get structure something like this. CH2 double bond C. यहाँ पे कार्बन, यहाँ पे O bond H bond CH3. These two are two interconvertible forms. ये usually ये जो particular reaction है, it is catalyzed. मतलब you need to add a catalyst. The catalyst can be either acid or base. ये exactly कैसे convert होता है, किस reaction से convert होता है, वो बाद में हम जानेंगे. As of now, understand these two are two interconvertible forms. This particular form, starting में जो भी form लिखा है, that particular form is nothing but ketone. It is a keto form, C double bond O. In the second form, you are having an alkene along with OH. This particular form is called as alkene is nothing but ene. Alcohol is nothing but ol. Whenever you are having two ovals side by side, what you will do? You will drop the first oval. So this particular form is nothing but enol. And this particular tautomerism is called as keto-enol tautomerism. Keto-enol tautomerism. This tautomerism has nothing to do with keto diet. ओके ठीक है. क्या हुआ यहाँ पे? On the left hand side you are having a ketone, on the right hand side you are having an enol. These two are functional isomers. यहाँ पे ketone है, यहाँ पे alcohol है ना, alcohol in combination with alkene. Okay, these two are interconvertible and there will be an equilibrium between these two. पाद क्या हुआ? क्यों हंस रहे? Okay, there will be equilibrium between these two. We need to judge at equilibrium which particular form is predominant. मतलब ये जो equilibrium reaction है, is it predominantly in forward direction or is it predominantly in backward direction? ये हमको जानना है. Everyone, is this clear? Okay. If I want to convert, everyone, please understand this. If I want to convert this form to this form, what I need to do? I need to remove a H positive from here and I need to transfer that H positive to this particular oxygen. Then I will get this. यहाँ से H positive हटा के इसका resonating structure बना के वो जो हाइड्रोजन इसके ऊपर दे दिया तो I am getting enol. Agreed? If I want to convert this form to this form, तब क्या करना पड़ेगा? यहाँ से H positive हटा के I need to give that H positive to this carbon. Then I will be forming this keto form. Agreed? Everyone agreed? So in the forward reaction, this particular molecule is acting like an acid because it is giving H positive. In the backward reaction, this molecule is acting like an acid because this is giving H positive. Whichever is a stronger acid, in that particular direction, the reaction will be favored. अगर ये strong है तो the reaction will be favored in forward direction. अगर ये strong है तो the reaction will be favored in backward direction. Agreed? What we are trying to analyze is these two forms are interconvertible and they are establishing an equilibrium. Equilibrium पे आपको ये decide करना है which will be in dominating form. मतलब इसका content ज़्यादा होगा या इसका content ज़्यादा होगा. If this is a stronger acid, the reaction will be driven in forward direction. Then you will be having more and more amount of enol. If this is a stronger acid, the reaction will be driven in backward direction. Then you will get more and more amount of keto. Agreed? Now you tell me out of these two acids, which is a stronger acid? Which is a stronger acid? ये इन्हें में aldehyde हो गया या alcohol हुआ? हमने ओवरऑल ऑर्डर में क्या लिखा? एल्डिहाइड का अल्कोहल से ज्यादा लिखा क्या? Everyone, are you there in the lecture? If you are there in the lecture, please give me a sign. Which is a stronger acid? Aldehyde या alcohol? What is the overall acidic strength order? Sulfonic acid? हाँ नहीं.
Alcohol.
नहीं alcohol है. What is the overall acidic strength order? Sulfonic acid greater than, carboxylic acid greater than, उसके बाद H2CO3, उसके बाद phenol, phenol के बाद CH3OH, CH3OH के बाद H2O, H2O के बाद alcohol ROH. Then we have marked terminal alkyne. Then we have marked amines. Amines के बाद starting में हमने alkanes को mark किया. After studying hyperconjugation, हमने alkenes का acidic strength alkanes से ज़्यादा बना. Okay, उसी hyperconjugation में aldehydes का भी compare किया. Aldehyde is stronger acid than alkene. सो ओवरऑल ऑर्डर में सल्फोनिक एसिड, then you have carboxylic acid, then you have H2CO3, then you have phenol, then you have CS3OH, then you have water, then you have alcohol, then you have terminal alkyne, then you have amines के बाद aldehydes are ketones, then you have alkenes, then you have alkanes, the last is alkanes, उससे just पहले alkenes, उससे just पहले aldehydes are ketones. Okay, so ये जो है, this is a weaker acid when compared to alcohol. Agreed? और इतना सोचो, यहाँ पे C bond H को ब्रेक कर रहे हैं आप लोग, यहाँ पे O bond H. Which bond is more polar?
O bond H.
O bond H. So if this is more polar, this will be more acidic. Okay. So at equilibrium, what can I say? This particular reaction will be predominantly in backward direction. ये strong है. This is stronger acid. Strong है तो इस साइड जाएगा. Stronger acid will always try to dissociate more, so it will be going in this direction. Is this clear? हमेशा reaction will go from stronger side to a weaker side. कल छुट्टी है आपको, कल छुट्टी है. Please concentrate today. Okay, or else in next half an hour you will be getting a holiday. Okay, I think you have Jimmy sir's practice session.
सर कल से छुट्टी है?
कल से छुट्टी नहीं, कल छुट्टी है बस. On account of ईद. सलमान खान का मूवी रिलीज हो रहा है ना, इसलिए छुट्टी दे रहे. हो रहा है क्या कुछ? भाई का मूवी रिलीज हो रहा है क्या?
हाँ सर, राधे.
पाद फैन लग रहा है मुझे.
नहीं पता है.
मैं मजाक कर रहा हूँ. On account of Eid, you will be having holiday tomorrow. Okay. So use that time to take rest, to eat food, to study. Okay. आज फोकस कर लेना. मैं क्या बता रहा हूँ? Everyone, any reaction will move from a stronger side to a weaker side. Strong का मतलब क्या है? उसके अंदर ताकत है रिएक्शन होने के लिए. वीक का मतलब क्या है? उसके अंदर कुछ ताकत ही नहीं है, रिएक्शन नहीं होगा. कीटो कंपाउंड इज ए वीकर एसिड. आई एम सेइंग दैट दिस इज ए वीक एसिड बिकॉज यू आर ब्रेकिंग दैट सी बॉन्ड एच. वो बॉन्ड उतना पोलर नहीं है. इनोल जो है, इट इज ए स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड. ए स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड करके क्यों बोल रहा हूँ? बिकॉज यहाँ पे आपको ओ बॉन्ड एच है. Reaction will go from strong side to a weak side. So at equilibrium, always the keto form will be more dominant when compared to the enol form. Agreed? Okay. इसके अलावा हम और भी कुछ चीजें देख सकते हैं. The things are, you can compare the bond energy. You can compare the bond energy. यहाँ पे आपको क्या क्या bonds है? You are having इस molecule और इस molecule में, please identify the unique bonds. In this case, you are having one extra C bond H. In this case, you are having O bond H. Agreed? यहाँ पे आपको C bond H है, यहाँ पे आपको O bond H है, यहाँ पे आपको C डबल बॉन्ड C है और यहाँ पे आपको C डबल बॉन्ड O है. इस केस में आपको कीटो फॉर्म में आपको C डबल बॉन्ड O है. इस केस में आपको C डबल बॉन्ड C है. Agreed? Okay. Are there any other unique bonds you have? इनके अलावा? Anyone? और भी है ना? यहाँ पे आपको ओके, O बॉन्ड H तो कैलकुलेट कर. हाँ, यहाँ पे देखो C डबल बॉन्ड O, यहाँ पे C डबल बॉन्ड C, यहाँ पे आपको C सिंगल बॉन्ड C है. C सिंगल बॉन्ड C, यहाँ पे आपको C सिंगल बॉन्ड O है. डबल बॉन्ड्स क्या है? यहाँ पे डबल बॉन्ड पे आपको C डबल बॉन्ड O है, यहाँ पे C डबल बॉन्ड C है. यहाँ पे सिंगल बॉन्ड्स में C बॉन्ड C है आपको, बट यहाँ पे C बॉन्ड O है. Here you have C bond H, here you have O bond H. if you are seeing the bond energy data, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में जो भी बॉन्ड्स है इनका बॉन्ड एनर्जी ऐड किया तो this particular bond energy comes to be greater when compared to the bond energies of right hand side. इन सारा बॉन्ड एनर्जीज को ऐड करो और इन सारा बॉन्ड एनर्जीज को ऐड करो और कंपेयर करो. This bond energy is more when compared to this bond energy. More is the bond energy, what will be the stability?
More.
More. So इनका bond energies are greater when compared to the bond energies on right hand side. Because of the greater bond energies also, I can conclude that this particular molecule is more stable than this. If this is more stable, this will be formed more and more. Agreed? Okay. यहाँ से मैं एक point लिख रहा हूँ. This implies keto form is more stable than enol form. Therefore, in general, at equilibrium, the keto form is more dominant. Okay. As well as और एक reason क्या है? Because of the acidic strength. The keto form is a weak acid and the enol form is a strong acid. Always the reaction will go from stronger side to the weaker side. Is this clear? Okay. So at equilibrium, most of the times the keto form will be dominant when compared to the enol form. We need to see all those cases. Where the enol form will be more dominant. There are some special cases where the enol form is more dominant. We need to understand those cases and we need to remember them. Itna hi. In the keto enol tautomerism, you need to see special cases where the enol form will be more dominant. Usse pehle, please know how to draw the enol structure. आपको एक क्वेश्चन दे रहा हूं. Draw the enol form of enol form of CH3 CH2 C double bond O CH3. Please draw the enol form of this. क्या हुआ आयुष, तुम भी हंस रहे हो? आपको करना क्या है? You need to form enol, alkene combination with alcohol. Okay. If you observe, you have choices of 2 alpha carbons. AB alpha hai, AB alpha hai. So you can form 2 different enols. If I am removing the hydrogen on the left hand side carbon, तब क्या मिलेगा? CH3 CH double bond C. This becomes OH. यहाँ पे CH3. You can also remove the hydrogen on the right hand side carbon, which will lead to the formation of CH3, CH2, C bond OH, double bond CH2. Out of these two, which will be formed in greater extent? Out of these two, which will be formed in greater extent? दोनों बनेगा, but in दोनों में भी there will be some major and minor forms. What do you think? Enols are nothing but, in a way, they are alkenes. Alcohol भी है, as well as you are having an alkene. How to compare the stability of alkene?
Alpha H.
With the help of alpha hydrogen. यहाँ पे आपको पास कितना alpha hydrogen है? 3 + 3 कितना है? You are having 6 alpha H. This side you are having only 2 alpha H. So out of these two, which will be more stable?
First one.
First.
If first one is more stable, can I say this will be in major amount? This will be in minor amount. Agreed? So whenever you are able to form more than one type of enol, you need to mark the more stable enol form. As this is the more stable enol form, this will be present in major amount and this will be present in minor amount. But at equilibrium, out of these three forms, which will be existing at major amount? Out of these three, क्योंकि ये तीनों के बीच में इक्विलिब्रियम रहेगा. ये तीन में से सबसे हाईएस्ट कौन होगा? अभी हमने बात किया, क्या बात किया? In general at equilibrium, the keto form is more dominant. So ये वाला ही ज्यादा रहेगा. Okay? उसके बाद ये होगा, उसके बाद ये होगा. Clear है? इसको A मान लेते हैं, इसको B मान लेते हैं, इसको C मान लेते हैं. So at equilibrium, you will have A greater than B greater than C. Clear? Please draw the enol form of this molecule. CH3, CH2, C double bond O, H, CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH2, pH. Please draw the enol forms of these two molecules. फर्स्ट केस के लिए कुछ कंफ्यूजन ही नहीं है. As there is only one possibility. यहाँ पे आपको OH होगा, यहाँ पे आपको हाइड्रोजन होगा. सेकंड केस में you can form two different types of enols. CH3, CH. Whenever you are in confusion, दोनों ड्रॉ करके just identify which will be in major. CH2, PH ये एक होगा, plus CH3, CH2, C bond OH, double bond CH, bond PH. Phenyl group is nothing but benzene ring. Yeah. Out of these two forms, which will be in major form?
Second one.
Second one. Reason, यहाँ पे आपको alpha H कितना है? You are having 5 alpha H. In this, you are having only 2 alpha H. Even though you have 2 alpha H, this will be major because there can be resonance. Resonance is more dominating when compared to hyperconjugation. इसलिए second form will be major. This will be major. This will be minor. Clear है? Okay. ठीक है. और एक क्वेश्चन. CH3, CD2, C double bond O, CH2, CH3. Tell me. CH3, CD2, C double bond O, CH2. Again, you can form 2 types of phenols. यहाँ पे CD double bond C bond OD हो जाएगा. CH2 CH3 होगा. और you can also have CH3 CD2 C bond OH होगा. डबल बॉन्ड CH बॉन्ड CH3. आप लोग बताओ इन दोनों में से कौन ज्यादा अमाउंट में रहेगा? व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
फर्स्ट वन.
फर्स्ट वन. ओके. मे आई नो द रीजन?
और ड्यूटेरियम का एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ ज्यादा रहता है ना हाइड्रोजन से.
ड्यूटेरियम का एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ ज्यादा रहता है हाइड्रोजन से.
गलत है सॉरी.
ओके ओके इट्स ओके आयुष इट्स ओके. You need to compare the bond energy C bond D का और C bond H का, which is having a greater bond energy. C bond D is having greater bond energy when compared to C bond H. If I compare the bond energy, C bond D has greater bond energy when compared to C bond H. So यहाँ पे मुझे C bond D को ब्रेक करके इनॉल बनाना है और यहाँ पे मुझे C bond H को ब्रेक करके इनॉल बनाना है. Which breaking is easier?
C bond H.
C bond H. So ये वाला bond जो है easily break होने के वजह से you can form this more easily when compared to this. Okay? Clear है? ये हो गया with respect to bond energy, with respect to formation of the enol. दूसरा देखते हैं. This is an alkene. Alkene is stabilized by hyperconjugation. Here you are having 5 C bond H participating in hyperconjugation. You are having 3 C bond H and 2 C bond D. If you say C bond D को break करना मुश्किल होगा when compared to C bond H, so इसका hyperconjugation में participate करने की tendency it is decreased. इसमें hyperconjugation अच्छे से हो सकता है because all of them are C bond H. इसमें hyperconjugation it will be relatively less stable because of hyperconjugation because C bond is having greater bond energy. Okay, so ये दोनों factors है. यहाँ पे C bond H ज्यादा acidic है, यहाँ पे C bond ये जो है यहाँ पे in order to form this I'm seeing for C bond H. C bond H ज्यादा acidic हुआ इसलिए ये easily बनाया. ये बनने के बाद this is becoming more stable because of hyperconjugation. So दोनों factors almost counterbalance हो जाएगा. So you will never be asked such question. इन दोनों में से कौन मेजर है? Both of them will be present in equal amounts. Okay? अगर in case पूछा तो based on acidic strength this will be slightly greater when compared to this. Slightly. Okay? So I can say almost in equal amount. Is this clear? ठीक है. So we will understand about special cases where the enol form will be dominant when compared to keto form in our next lecture. Okay, we will have our lecture lecture on 15th. Thank you.
So